What's going on, everyone? I'm Riots. We're back with another episode of Assassin's Creed Revelations. In the last episode, we protected the prince and his uncle, and we need to figure out why they want people to kill his uncle, because we don't know if the uncle is a Templar or not. We also made more.
I'm willing to put some good money on the fact that he is. Personally speaking,
I want to say that the prince's father is a Templar as well as the prince. So we're working with the Templar right now without knowing it. That's what I'm going to say. Now, in preface, I haven't played this game since like gotten to this point in the game since high school. So
you remember damn near none of it.
Yep.
Well, if your Marvel track record carries over here, then you're dead on.
Fight for an honorable cause,
All right.
Arkadashim, not just your life.
If I can help others as you have helped me, I most certainly will.
One of those things where every time I send assassins off, I gotta get more.
Yep, that's kind of how it works. Gotta fill the ranks.
Yep.
But at the very least, it makes sure that the player always has something to do.
Yep.
All worshippers at the Handan Ajami.
So,
The main entrance
before
will
we do like the
unfortunately
main
be closed
story
for a
stuff,
time,
I'm
as
thinking
healing trials have been
we
paused and
are
present
just going to start with
public hazard.
Sophia's stuff
We
because
will
that
keep
can
the
either be
price of the
long
affair
or
closed.
short, and we never know because it all depends.
Yeah. Could be as quick as slugging a guy across the face. Or it could be an entire assassination campaign. Who knows, really?
Yep.
Salute! I am closing in on 2 more books. One near Topkapi and the other in the Bayzid district.
Base it first. Topkapi will be a dead end.
Ah, see.
What do you make of this?
Oh, Ezio. Incredibile. Early Coptic bindings. Still in good shape. Amazing. This must be a 3rd century transcription of the original.
Sophia, what happened here?
Oh, that happens once or twice a year. People break in thinking they will find money. I do not keep much here, but this time they made off with a portrait of some value. It is a shame.
You keep working. I will find your painting.
Ezio, the thief could be anywhere by now.
If the thief came for money, but took a painting, he should be close by, eager to get rid of it.
Well, if you happen to find it within the next few hours, meet me by the aqueduct. I will be running errands.
There may be blood on it. I can't promise you that.
The game just suddenly puts on a little background timer that you have to meet within the conditions.
Is there a reason for this abuse? Button!
Where is it, Lavro? Confess!
I have done nothing. You cannot prove me that.
I do not need
Only
to.
the guilty
I was just
flee.
hearing you until you talk.
I found that painting. I mean, someone gave it to me.
Get your story straight before you lie to my face.
God help me!
He has much better things to do than answer your prayers.
I love it when the criminal is like really shit at keeping their crime a secret. What are you even doing?
That's a good question.
Ezio, did you have a few drinks before we started today?
Maybe a few.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
do not
so
care
you know
how
how
you got the
Dispatch is
painting.
coming to Switch
Tell
2,
me what
right?
it is.
Yeah, I heard about the censorship issues going on with it.
Yeah, no, I get the distinct feeling that
Next
Nintendo
time,
doesn't want people to
find
like
a nicer
Dispatch.
way to be
As a result, it's going to make people not like Nintendo, which is not a difficult thing to
I-
achieve, but it's going to make it even easier now.
I don't think I don't think.
Because the problem. Here's the thing: censoring out the nudity and the middle finger, whatever. Who cares about that at the end of the day? But if you're going to censor out the swearing, you're censoring out half of Chase's lines and a third of Invisigal's.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too big of a problem if it wasn't for the fact that they are both major characters in the story. At that point, you may as well not even sell the game on your system.
So the thing I saw was
I have a painting for sale, if you are curious. A luminous book. You see how light like she looks? Her beauty shines through.
Because, like I said, you censor the middle fingers, you censor the nudity. I don't care about that.
game.
You know? It's like, that's whatever. Hell, if anything, for whatever reason, censoring middle fingers is just funny to me.
Yeah. I can't make any money. Oh, okay. I should have some in the bank.
The merchant Mustafa of Fener has the sweetest figs and dates, along with dried fruits of all kinds.
Banker? Do I have money? Yes, I do.
Merchants smile upon our continued business together.
Okay.
A fine addition to any meal.
Well, I'll be. Hey, have you lost all reason?
Oh, okay. I can just flat out buy. I'm rich. Okay. Oh, steal the painting without the merchant spotting you? I don't care. The merchant bought the painting. The other guy stole it.
Stolen goods. What happens beyond that is not my discretion.
Yeah, I will if the merchant knew it was stolen, then I would steal it back. But I don't know if he knew it was stolen.
It is a good likeness, don't you think?
I prefer the original.
To be honest, the way things go in this world, I
This
put
was
the
a
odds at
gift from my
50-50.
father for my 28th birthday. I had to sit for Mr. Albrecht Dürer for a full week. Can
But-
you imagine
so
me
here's the
sitting
thing,
still
I
for
think,
7 days doing nothing?
I cannot.
Una tortura.
Oh,
So I found you another book.
it's
location.
less of
And
Nintendo,
it
it's
is
more
not
of
far from
Japanese
here, actually.
censorship laws with
Grazie.
the
Ezio, what is this all about?
censor bars,
You are not a
right?
scholar, that much is clear.
Because
Yeah.
in Japan,
work
they
for the
they have
church.
very strict rules on
Not the
censorship
church, no.
when it comes to
Yeah, and
I
Nintendo.
I'm
am a
okay with
teacher
that, but at the
of a
same
kind.
time, I feel like that should be
I will
a
explain
version
one day,
exclusive
Sophia.
thing.
Yeah,
When I
You know,
can.
like make the Japanese versions have that level of intense, mandatory censorship.
yeah, but again, they have to meet the rules for Japan's censorships in total. And it's easy, and if you're pouring onto the Switch, it's easier just to sell it all with the censorships on by default than it is to have to make a completely new variation of the game.
I understand that, but that's still going to result in the Switch 2 release of Dispatch being abysmal.
You see, I don't think so, because again, some people
Well,
might
it's like,
just
some people
want,
take that shit way extremely seriously.
yeah. But again, you could just buy it on any other console or
Yeah,
get.
no, that's what I'm saying. The Switch 2 sells. of Dispatch are going to be abysmal.
Yeah.
Everything else that Dispatch is on is going to do just fine.
Yeah. So I don't get why people are going to be upset about it if you're. It's like, again, you can just buy it on.
Well, it's just, you know, some people wanted it on the Switch, and now they'd rather it just be anywhere else.
Yeah. Because again, if you.
It's Nintendo taking what we wanted and making it something we hate.
Yeah. Like, again, guys, buy if you want like a portable game console. The Steam Deck. It's more expensive than the Switch, too, but it's a lot more moddable.
And frankly, it doesn't actively brick people. Just in case Nintendo thought we forgot about that.
Carry on with your lives in peace and dignity. Under the patronage of wise Prince Ahmed, the city's Fellowship of the Quill have announced an evening of poetry. Under the patronage of wise Prince Ahmed, the city's Fellowship of the Quill have announced an evening of poetry under the sky. All who wish to have their
Right there.
traveling news from Edirne. Prince Selim seems to have joined battle with his father's glorious base. While first reports are hard to confirm.
Stop it! What is the matter? And his campaign fares well. He will soon have Selim on the run and be back to see to affairs here. Please remain calm in the meantime.
It's like, honestly, if I wasn't like really invested on playing ZA in the best way possible, I would not even be getting a Switch 2. It's like the way Nintendo has been handling that device. It's understandable why people like Armored are just saying, fuck Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm moving on.
Yeah. Like, we've talked about before, like, for most people, the only console reason why like we'd want to get the Switch 2 is just for Pokemon. Because
Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, we don't care about anything else really on the Switch.
Yeah.
Because everything else the Switch has to offer is on everything that is better than the Switch, which is everything.
Yeah. Because like I kind of want like Game Freak to be able to get some distance away from Nintendo and keep the rights to Pokemon.
I don't think they'd be able to make that happen, but I would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, that would make my day.
I mean, because Game Freak is the developer of Pokemon. Depending on how they go about it, if they want to like just leave Nintendo, they can take all the Pokemon products with them. But that's only if they can if they can get the right type of contract going.
I certainly hope so,
because at that point, if Pokemon isn't like controlled by Nintendo anymore,
Nintendo damn near obsolete.
Yeah, because like the thing is, and here's how Game Freak, I'm pretty sure, would handle it.
Or at the very least, how we hope they'll handle it.
Yeah.
What did you find? Another key?
Door of some kind. Bricked up.
After they separate from Nintendo, if they still have the rights to Pokemon, they will be able to kind of say, hey, we're going to slow down Pokemon releases. Some people will be upset about that, other people will be thank God.
the earthquake did.
Then
because
you'll be people like me who are just willing to wait regardless.
yeah. Well, no. That's the thank God. It's like we're willing to wait because
Well, I say regardless because I don't really have any issues with the recent Pokemon releases, you know?
yeah.
It's like, I understand why people want them to wait, want them to take more time in the oven, but I also don't really have much in the way of complaints about the games we've been getting at the pace we've been getting. So it's like, for me, I can take it or leave it.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you were saying.
So my thing is, it's I think like having them spend more time in the oven, like for the most part, the games do come out complete, but I want like
we don't want any more Scarlet Violet glitch fests.
Yeah.
Because that was legendarily bad.
Even though I'm pretty sure most of those glitches were like from people that already kind of slightly modded their switches to begin with.
That's a fair bet, but I did also see some pretty big ones from people that I know for a fact don't do that.
Yeah. Because whenever I played Scarlet and Violet, God damn it. I didn't really get any bad glitches. If it was anything, it was more of...
Admittedly, I didn't play it until months after its release, so it undoubtedly had already gotten at least a few big patches.
Yeah. I played it like at the beginning, and there were no graphical glitches that I could tell.
Yeah.
And even like some people came out and like were looking at these YouTubers that were like look at how
yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if a lot of those people like deliberately fucked with their switches prior to playing the game.
Yeah.
Just to haze Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which I support giving Nintendo all the grief you can, but like, come on, people, at least be honest about it.
Yeah. So like I'll like shit on Nintendo where they deserve to be shit on, but at the same time I still understand how game companies have to operate and function.
Yeah.
So if like I'm seeing something that's like I know it's not fully in their control because of like their governmental laws, I'll give like I'm more than willing to give them passes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there are certain things that, while yes, they would take more time and probably be more expensive, I just feel like the quality assurance would make up for it, you know?
Like if the company for Dispatch was a like lot bigger company, they would be able to get like they would definitely be able to get away with being able to have like
they could create like separate versions of the game. Say like, okay, give these to the Nintendo of Japan customers, give these to the rest of the world. You know, that kind of situation.
But at the end of the day, it also just comes to what's the decision that the Dispatch team decides.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo can't really even force them to put the game on the Switch. If they decide like, nah, we don't want it on the Switch because this is too much of a hassle, they have every right to do that. Because they can even say, like, we're going to wait a while before we bring it to the Switch until we get some more things situated.
Yeah. Stuff like that just kind of makes me angry at Nintendo, because it's like, yes, they're doing the thing that's easiest for them, and I understand that, but like, when you're a company as big as yours, you have the resources and the funding to be able to take that extra effort for the people who, against all odds, are still in your corner.
So I think all this plays. I know I saw a post the other day. Oh. Ah. It didn't let me take out my weapon. Come on. Let me counter.
There we go.
I'll have to see if I can find the post. But I'm pretty sure the dispatch team gave a statement about it and how they even like broke down this isn't really even Nintendo's fault. It's they also have to follow like the Japanese laws and the censorship.
I still say that there are extra hoops that they could choose to jump through that would appease the Japanese laws and not shaft the rest of the world.
Yeah, but that's not Nintendo's decision. That's that is the dispatches team's decision.
Alright, well, anyways, new subject. I don't care what.
The UK is a bunch of worthless pieces of shit. Not the citizens, the government.
Boy, what did they do this time?
Oh, it's the fact that they're suing Valve for $900 million because Valve is just too good of a company.
I know the name, but I cannot place the association.
Steam.
Thank you.
Valve is the company that owns Steam. And the UK government is basically suing them like, hey, like you guys are a monopoly and you're ruining the competitiveness of you're basically taking advantage of consumers because of like your unfair pricings. And everyone kind of is looking at this and it's like Steam has
Are we just going to ignore the fact that nothing on Steam is priced any higher than it would be on any other system?
Exactly. They're like, well, Steam has to take like a 30.
Anything, Steam is actually the quote unquote hero because they have more frequent sales.
Yeah, because it's like okay, let me go through some of the things in the lawsuit that I remember people talking about and why each one is really fucking stupid. Let's see. It started with unfair sales and practices. We're going to do Altair's memory for last. Unfair pricing, and people are like, Steam has the most sales. Like, not even like people buying. They have actual sales that
yeah, like discounts, that kind of thing.
And like they have like multiple discounts a year, and they're all like based on like different things. Like here's
I rarely see a game on Steam that doesn't go on sale for some amount of price drop.
Yeah, and they're usually like massive discounts too.
Yeah, but honestly, even the ones that are just like 30 to 50% off, those are still big helps to a lot of people.
Yeah. Then it was so like people were like, but look at all the discounts. and then the then they're like, well, Steam also does like a 30%, like has to take like 30% commissions.
Because that's how companies like Valve
I'm not
work.
married.
Yeah, no, people like that's standard practice.
Yeah.
The app,
Sold
They're
well
not
today.
doing anything that similar companies don't do in that regard.
yeah, they're like the Apple Store does exactly that also.
Do you know Tariq
Yeah.
Barlatti, their captain?
So
He's around here
What, you just do
somewhere.
Apple
Arrogant
next?
man,
I'd
but-
love to see how that plays out.
yeah, no, and it's like, well, they have like such a monopoly, and people are like Epic Games Store, the
No,
Ubisoft
Valve is the
store.
I will
best.
ask about
Yeah,
drugs.
like people are like Epic Games, Xbox, Ubisoft. Like they listed off all these other like game platforms where you can buy games online, and it's like
Yeah,
that.
just because Steam does it best doesn't mean they're doing it illegally.
Yeah,
It's like this is the dumbest case I've ever heard of, and I've heard of the Nintendo Pokeball case. Speaking of which, has that been resolved yet? I don't actually know.
I think they Nintendo just took another loss, but I don't know if that's like from the.
Deserve it.
I don't know if like that's from the lawsuits or if it's from the fact that, and we're going to be we have to be completely honest here, ZA isn't doing that good.
Yeah, I hear people say it's fun, but fun does not mean like successful, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm honestly very curious as to what my thoughts of ZA are going to be when I inevitably get around to playing it.
Oh, shit. Got too close. For me, I think it's
But yeah, it's like I don't really care regarding that particular lawsuit. I don't really care how or why Nintendo took the loss. I'm just happy that they did.
yeah. So I think even Nintendo kind of realizes that they need to
Be less stupid. I'm gonna call Nintendo out every chance I get.
yeah. Because I think like they kind of understand that the lawsuit is kind of backfiring on them, and they need to kind of pull back away
Yeah, because
from.
all it's doing is pointing out exactly what everyone already believed about them.
Yeah.
That they're just petty, money-hungry assholes.
Yep. It's the-
And you know what? If Nintendo wants to prove me wrong, drop your fucking prices!
Of all Mehmet's accomplishments, I'm beginning to think this bazaar is the finest. If you have no business here, you do not belong.
Like,
Lead the way.
it's simple.
yeah.
I'm not even asking for, like, by that much. Just go back to the $60 standard for selling games. Do that, and we won't have any problems on the matter, alright?
No loitering.
Yeah, no, like it makes like the $70 makes no sense, especially because they're becoming like it's purely digital copies now. Like
Yeah, no, like if it were physical copies, maybe. But now that we're basically in an all digital era, fuck that shit.
Because like here's the issue, and this is the issue with a lot of companies. Ubisoft is the more egregious one. They have too many people working on a game. And this isn't well, look how big these games are. It's like, yeah, but the issue is you have people that are solely dedicated to one item.
Yeah, it's like you've got 10 people doing a job that could be handled with 5.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
Yeah, because like back in the day, when it came to like game making and a lot of indie companies, Yeah, a lot. Shit. Okay, a lot. So, a lot of indie companies back in the day, or even like just companies in general, people who would program could also do a little bit of the music. People who could do some of the music could also do some of the art. It was always it was always the different sections of game development were more like connected. Nowadays, you have like dedicated teams, and they have to talk to like certain people about what they're working on.
Yeah.
So it makes the entire process more like cluttered.
Yeah.
And that's a reason why.
And like having everyone be some amount of a jack of all trades, that works for a small indie company. But when you're a company as big as Nintendo or Sega or whatever, you need to just have teams working on specific projects, not an entire goddamn industry.
No, okay. What I'm saying is what Nintendo is doing with the multiple like teams working on different sections of a game. I'm saying that's what the issue is. Because
okay, my bad.
Because again, the more people you have, the more cluttered it is. The more cluttered it is, the more
confusing stuff happens, and the easier it is for something to fall through the cracks.
Yep. And it's also just the oh, you guys go that way. It's also that's what raises the prices also. It's also like, get rid of most HR departments. Like, I'm sorry, I think a lot of HR departments are inefficient, and they ruin the process of making games.
As someone who has been saved from abusive work situations by HR, I personally disagree, but I'll hear you out.
Okay. So,
I will be back tomorrow.
When it comes to like more physical labor and stuff, oh my god. Stop that. I am just getting attacked by these assassins. Okay. Loot him. I got 10. Okay. So HR is important. I agree with that. I know that. It's just, I think when you have like a bunch of like different HR departments for like game development, I think sometimes it just gets too, it just adds more stress to the work environment. Oh.
Okay, I see your argument.
Ah. Oh, you idiot! You didn't. We're supposed to go after him. My assassin recruit killed the target.
Well, that guy's out.
Yep, he's out.
He's like, Hando, turn in your wrist blades.
Let me get out of your way.
Alright, let's see if I can find a more lighthearted topic.
End of the story. Game development has become more overcomplicated. That's why I say support your indie devs.
Because they're the ones doing it right these days.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, actually, wait. One thing on poor games coming out. Did you watch the Game Awards or see any of the trailers from them? God damn it!
I did not. What's
okay.
up?
Okay. So at the Game Awards, I usually kind of just use it as a way to kind of see what games are in development and are planned to come out. Since a majority of the Game Awards is just trailers. And usually the final slot, like the final trailer in the Game Awards, is usually like supposed to be like it's saved for the biggest project, like the one that's supposed to like would be like a good Game of the Year contender.
Okay.
It was a hero shooter again. It was like another Vanguard or Overwatch, Marvel Rivals type of game. And after the Game Awards, you were people were expecting to see more kind of like stuff about this game because it looked a little interesting, but its issue was it was another hero shooter.
Manuel has agreed to meet you, Tarek.
So nothing about the game actually drops. The game comes out, and after it, I think it had like 90,000 people playing when it first released, and then like immediately dropped to like almost zero.
Damn.
Because of and a couple YouTubers I watched that like they played the game. And even like when I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, people were talking about the game, and they're like, "Yeah, no, this game is like, it's boring."
yeah, no. Like, here's the thing: if you like games like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, and hey, like, man, all the power to you. I just feel like those games have made hero shooters kind of boring.
See, I personally, I never like saw like the fun in it because like I tried to play Overwatch.
Either, but with how much they've kind of like taken over the media in a lot of ways, like for one thing, no one can stop talking about asses when they talk about Marvel Rival.
Well, yeah, because people play it more of hot character, less of actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Now I have seen some like high level players in the gameplay. I'm like, fuck, man. Those movements are like really fucking cool.
Yeah. Also, you want to talk about crazy stuff? Get a load of this. The Virtual Boy Switch 2 accessory has sold out ahead of launch.
And the save.
How is this working? This is the dumbest thing Nintendo's done in a while, and it's working.
Trust without cynicism.
I think it's more of
The count is good, Tarek. It's all here.
some people are most likely buying it out to kind of be like scalpers, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Because give it like a couple years when the Switch goes up, basically becomes obsolete.
Not a problem. I will have a map drawn up for you.
They're going to like scalpers will be like, hey, here's a collector's item, basically.
Yeah. Also,
we here for the
speaking
same
of
reason.
shooters, remember Apex?
Claims he saw
Yep.
a shipment of weapons enter the arsenal. So I got curious.
Weapons.
Well,
I would like to see them for myself.
it's
The
no
short of
longer
killing everyone.
going to be allowed
I'm not
to be
sure
played
what
on the
you
Nintendo
decide.
Switch.
You have been warned twice. No merchants near the
Shutting
arsenal
down from
wall.
that platform entirely.
Take this away.
Hypocrites! If your men did not buy my produce,
Did they
I would
give a
not sell it
reason?
here. You are worse than the Byzantines!
Did they
you
give a
traitor.
reason?
Hold your
Let
tongue,
me
parasite.
scroll a little closer.
Even in times of
Let's see.
peace, the poor are always.
The game isn't going anywhere for other players. Those who are on Switch
We
will have to say
inspire
goodbye
them
to
to vent
Apex
their
Legends
anger.
in the near future or
Perhaps
move
that
to
will
another
help our
system to keep
cause.
playing. Currently gearing up for the arrival of Season 28, which is likely to land quite soon. In advance of its release, Apex Legends saw nerfs to Octane and Horizon, potentially shaking up the meta as the game moves forward. While the upcoming blah 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 season. Yes, those gamers may want to consider looking into playing on a different system soon. Officially announced that the game will be shuttering on the original Nintendo Switch system as soon as Season 29 comes to an end. Season 29 will end, and Season 30 will begin on August 4th, giving players on the original Switch around half a year to enjoy the game before it's no longer available to them. Players will still be able to play as normal until then, including after the launch of the season. Blah, 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 blah. While in-game currency balances can be used anytime before August 4th, they can't be purchased through the console after that time. Those who migrate to the Switch 2 will be able to use any... Okay, I think it's because they just want to phase themselves out of the Switch and onto the Switch 2.
Okay.
That gate will not stay closed for long.
The people are doing you a favor, Ezio. Return it and keep them safe from harm.
Because they're mentioning the Switch 2, and it's not saying anything about it getting taken off of that console. I don't know, man. You ask me, that feels like a negligible difference.
You shame me with your wickedness! You shame us, Sultan!
I know, like for games like Apex and stuff, I don't think being on the Switch is even a good idea. Because it's just too much of a, just the performance of the Switch is just terrible anyways.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Hold them back!
And
this is what happens when you piss off the general populace. Nintendo, take notes. Disney, you too. You're next.
Kohga does not mean that as a literal thing. Don't.
I'm fully joking. I am fully joking. I'm just expressing my anger. I'm not actually making any threats. It's just stupidity, I should say, not negativity. The stupidity you see come out of both of those companies makes me so mad, considering how much a part of my childhood they were. You know.
Once it started becoming more about profits and less about the experience, that's when the company started failing.
Yep.
For Disney, I'm going to say it was after Frozen 2. For Nintendo, it was after Miyamoto? No. Yes.
I was gonna say for Nintendo, it was after the 3DS's initial poor sailings.
Yeah, but after the poor sailings, they were able to make a comeback.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying is that comeback is what inspired their money-hungry focus. At least that's my theory.
No, it was because at the time, like, the CEO of Nintendo said, like, he's going to take a major pay cut so he can actually pay his Oh my god. Okay.
Employees.
Yeah, pay his employees. And a lot of his employees were like, nah, let's take a major pay cut until we can start turning a profit.
Yeah, those are the good people. Where the hell did any of them go?
Well, one of them died.
Rest in peace.
And the rest were laid off, most likely, during COVID. Or they weren't that high, like in a good position of leverage where.
Either that or they were in a high position and then the leadership change happened and then they were knocked down a few pegs.
Yep. That's most likely the cause.
Yeah. In fact, because I like hating Nintendo, I'm going to say that's the reason.
Yeah, it all had to do with leadership change. I love pissing off the business majors, but, you know, it was the business majors' fault. Because it's once you get businessmen in, like, certain positions, that's when the companies start changing. Like,
in my opinion, the problem isn't necessarily business majors. Like, business majors are definitely a source of all of the problems right now. But the reason isn't just because they're business majors. It's because they're business majors that focus on profit and not focus on, like, you know, company image.
Do not forget who helped you.
Which is like 90% of business majors.
Of course not, my friend. I would not dream of betraying a man of your influence.
Because
like, for the rare few business majors who actually understand what the fuck they're doing, keep up the good work. We respect you. Everyone else, get a new job.
If a single one is damaged.
Because I'll give like a really good example. I think it was John Deere. Like back in the, and for those that don't know, John Deere tractor company. They also do a lot of like lawnmowers and weed eaters for like lawn.
I'm familiar with those.
Yeah. So the thing with John Deere was back in the day you used to be able to do repairments on your own. Like you would get like full-on instruction manuals that would tell you, hey, when something's wrong, here's how you could fix it, and all the replacement parts were easy to like
easy to acquire.
Yeah. Once
now everything has to be done in-house.
Yeah. And that's how a lot of these companies are able to kind of just keep their profits going even more.
Yeah, but a minor positive note on like that approach is like if the company is willing to like send mechanics to the customers, that makes it at least a little more forgivable. Just a little bit.
A little bit, you know? But
does it solve the problem? Not by a goddamn long shot, but it helps.
Yeah, because like I'm a person that is kind of like I'd rather try to fix something myself than have to pay like pay someone $500 to fix it.
Yeah.
Because like here's how it goes.
Another thing I feel like would like suppress a lot of people's rage is if they just like lower the repair costs by just a little bit, not even like a whole lot.
Yeah, but so here's how a lot of the repairs really like work out as. Oh my god, can you guys like just let me?
Yeah, but I mean, like if you were to like, you said $500 to repair something, just as like a base example, right?
Yeah.
Cut that down by 15%, and it's a lot less terrifying of a number.
Oh yeah, no, but it's once you kind of realize that the piece that they're replacing is only worth like $40 to purchase out of pocket, and then like the other $460 is for the manual labor And that only takes like... Okay, all of you, die. Okay. Yeah, so it's... The manual labor of it is like, becomes the 460, and... Can I... Is there a way out of here? Okay, I think over there. Because I saw you. I'll just grab you. And I will come back between episodes to, oh. That was the way out. Damn it. Okay. I thought I had to climb over. Don't just say escape the area, game. Oh, okay. Okay, and is it going to just be Altair's memory now? Ooh, books. A hidden tomb. Okay, and Altair's memory. We'll go back then. Grab the books. And the other stuff. But yeah, no, a lot of the issues that we have, it's people in power that care more about their bottom line rather than...
You need to understand that, yes, profit is important. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. But we also need to make sure that people want to spend the money.
Like, the new...
Rather than just not giving them a choice.
Yeah, like the new Metroid game was... Like, people were very excited when it came out. Or for its release. And then it came out, and I hear almost no one talking good about it. They're not even talking...
Really?
Like, they're not even talking bad.
Motorcycle. I don't know how that could have failed.
It was, because they tried to make it more of, like, an open world game. But even, like, the developers, they're like, we didn't want to do that. That's why we did, like, a...
Then you don't have an excuse for failing.
Yeah. No, they didn't want to do it, but they kept being pushed to do it. That was the issue.
Yeah. Well, it's like I just said. If you're the developers, and if you didn't want to do it, but you did it anyways, you don't have an excuse. I don't care if the company was forcing your hand. At that point, you just refused to do the project. Let fan outcrying of their disappointment of a game not coming out that they were excited for be what pushes the company to say, okay, maybe you were right. You can do this instead.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious. If the Metroid devs had done that, had used that strategy, Metroid, whatever it is at this point, I don't even friggin' know, would definitely have gotten, like, postponed by at least a couple of months. But the Metroid fans would get the game they wanted.
Yeah. But it was only like the hub world was the open world, and that was kind of like the thing that people didn't really like, but I think at the same time it was one of those because of like the fact that like the Doom Dark Ages like came out last year before. People were also saying it felt more like a Doom clone also. Which makes sense. It's a first person.
Yeah, no, it's an understandable comparison.
But yeah, it's like it's mixed reviews, but it's less of you don't really hear a lot of people actually talk about the game. So you're just so like you only like go off of
just that one thing and nothing else.
Yeah. Because visually it looks like a good game. I was thinking of playing all the Metroid games to prepare for it because I've never played a Metroid game.
Honestly, it's one of the Prime games, right?
Yeah.
you only need to play the Prime games. Then you don't have to play the side scrollers.
Okay.
As long as you know the basic fundamentals of Samus's backstory, then yeah, you only need the Prime games.
I know nothing of her backstory besides she's a hot blonde.
She's a bounty hunter who used to be raised by the Chozo and Mother Brain until the Chozo disappeared and Mother Brain turned evil. And then, she's the one that extinguished all of the Metroids, and then there were the X-Virus or whatever it was called that happened. It was like I said, she's a bounty hunter. Ripley killed her parents. That's another major detail. Beyond that, she really is just kind of a bounty hunter that kills things.
Yeah. Damn it!
The Samus stands can go to war at me for, like, oh, she's so much deeper than that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm a Sakura fan who bashes Part 1 Sakura. I don't fucking care.
I want the books! Hey, stop it. Okay. Go back up. Oh, okay. Yesterday I saw on X that someone was like, "Hey, we should get a Naruto game similar to Hogwarts Legacy."
You know, that is not the worst idea.
So I was going to ask you.
Because there's a lot of landmarks that would be super fun to visit in an open ninja world setting.
Yeah,
you know,
because they're like,
and
you can.
If they do the original character thing, then hey, Shinobi Strikers can finally have an example for why they fucked up.
Yeah. So.
I kid you not. I bought Shinobi Strikers, played it for like 2 hours, and I hated it so bad I asked for a refund. I usually, even if I vehemently hate a game, which there have been a couple, I will not ask for a refund. But that one I felt like it owed me a refund.
You were like, I feel like they should have paid me to play this.
It's like an arena fighter that gives you more like arena versatility than the Storm games ever did, with a customizable character that you can give jutsus of famous characters across the franchise. I can't believe they found a way to fuck that up.
Yeah, it was
But yeah, no, like I would be so down for a Hogwarts-style Naruto game.
Yeah, because they even said...
My question back to you is, if this game were to be made, what time period in the ninja world do you think would be best? Part 1, Shippuden pre-Fourth War, Shippuden post-Fourth War, The Last, or Boruto?
I would say, like... Didn't make the jump. I'd say what it would have to be is they either go during... Because I don't think we should have anything to do with...
Boruto?
With any of the main timeline stuff.
That's a fair argument. Because, like, I have a tie. I have a tie between the 2 points that I think would be best for the game. one kind of like follows your mindset, and the other one kind of challenges it.
I'd say let's do it during the construction of Konoha.
Oh, the foundation of the leaf, huh?
Yeah.
So like the era of Hashirama and Madara.
Yeah.
That's ambitious. I like your thinking there.
And
that begs the question: would the other ninja villages even exist yet by that point? Because like we don't really know how or when everything else developed aside from the Hidden Leaf Village.
Yeah. So that's kind of why we go for the formation, because then it gives more background to some of these other villages, and they make a actual full open world where you could see the construction, or you help with the construction of these other villages.
Yeah, at the very least, it could be a set of side objectives.
Yeah. And the end of the game would be the first or second Great Ninja War.
My tie, and this is like going with periods that take place during the show.
Yeah.
They're either Shippuden during the Fourth Great Ninja War, or at least like right before, with the end game being the war. Or the last. Because like, here's the thing. The war was a big friggin' project. Like, you can easily put a unique story happening alongside the war's events that don't affect the war at large, you know?
Yeah.
And it would also you can, like, when you're during the war part of the game, you could actually, there could be moments where you're like, oh, so this must be happening in the main plot.
Yeah.
And you know, that's cool. Because, like, you're, like, say you're in the middle of fighting the game's big bad, and in the distance, you see the Ten Tails just show up out of nowhere. It's like, oh, damn!
Oh, we're at that point in the story now.
Yeah, exactly. See, like, that's a little exciting. You're having your big climactic showdown during one of Shippuden's, like, 5 big final climactic showdowns that it has. Like, seriously. So many final bosses just show up out in a row.
Choose you. Choose you. But no, I thought, like, I would kind of be interested in that type of game, but
yeah. And my reasoning for the last era is because it's after the war, it's a time of relative peace, and it's also a period that has very little touched on. Like, we have the epilogue, we have like the 2 or 3 epilogue arcs at the end of Shippuden. We have the last movie, and that's it.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot to like fill the space.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like we could literally just be like a newly promoted Chunin.
Yeah.
Who's being assigned a one-man mission by Kakashi or something like that. I don't know. Something like that.
I think an interesting one, and you can hear me on this one. How about we go? Okay. How about we do a different, like a branched off timeline type of situation, where
it's like nothing that happens in the game is canon to the main story, so therefore we have the liberty to do whatever we damn well please.
Yeah. So like it throughout, as you go through the game, and like you make your character, and you can make your character however you want. If you can have a Uzumaki, you could have an Uchiha.
You know there will be a lot of Uchiha players.
Yeah. But also like you could do something like how Kakashi has like a Sharingan. If you choose an Uchiha, like any character type you choose, you could get the Sharingan if you do a certain quest.
I would. Well, hang on, since
it's heavily nerfed. It's heavily nerfed. That's the thing.
Well, like I hear you, and that's not a bad idea. But hear me out here. Since we know Kakashi's, like, the origins of Kakashi's Sharingan I think we should have it so that if you don't play as an Uchiha, then there is like a quest in the game, whether it's a main or a side quest, it doesn't matter, either one really, where you have the option to acquire the Sharingan, and yes, it would be heavily nerfed.
Yeah, like that's why I was thinking, because that would kind of make it so this.
And you know, at that point, you may as well make it so that you could also get like the Byakugan and the Rinnegan, but nerf the player style of it so that you can only have one dojutsu at a per character, you know?
Yeah.
So like if you get the Byakugan, you can't get the Sharingan or the Rinnegan.
Yeah.
You get the Sharingan, you can't get the Byakugan or the Rinnegan, even though, yeah, I know people, Sharingan evolves into Rinnegan, whatever, I get it. Shut up.
So
this is gameplay shit.
Yeah. So then like one of the other things is like as you play, let it be like, because none of it's canon, it becomes more of like your own story.
Yeah, like your character like doing a lot of like training stuff with the OG Team 7 back, like partaking in the tuning exams, etc., etc.
Let there be a chance, or like if you don't even have like Team 7, because this is why I say like have it be like a timeline diverge or something. Like there's no Naruto or anyone like that. You have the chance to get a.
I hear where you're going with that, but if we're going to do a timeline diverged game anyways, then I feel like the best course of action would be to like include all of these famous characters, but make your team be you and a pair of OCs, you know?
Yeah, because like here's why I was going to say like make it more of a diverge. Because as you play, I'm thinking that it would be kind of cool. You have the ability to get a tailed beast.
Yeah, okay.
And
but that would have to be like a mid to late game thing.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be a mid to late game thing. It'd be a it would be a side type of quest also.
Yeah.
And depending on the jutsus you choose, you'd have more of an affinity for one of the certain beasts.
Yeah, and I think you should also, obviously, during character creation, you should be allowed to select your chakra nature.
Yeah.
That way, like, as you level up, like, you can have a skill tree, because what game doesn't have a skill tree these days? Where, like, certain jutsus become available as you level up, with the ease of unlocking being dependent on what your chakra nature is. So, like, if you're a fire nature ninja user, then fire style ninjutsu it'll be something you can get like damn near every level up. Whereas something like water or earth styles may take multiple level ups before you can afford it. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I say almost every jutsu that we see in the anime, excuse me, you can learn.
You said almost, so what exceptions would there be?
So it's dependent on like what clan you choose to be a part of. So like if you do not choose to be an Uzumaki, you can't learn like that clan specific jutsu. So like if a clan
do the Uzumaki have a clan specific jutsu aside from Kushina's chakra chains?
I thought the chakra chains were the clan specific jutsu.
I don't even think that they're a jutsu. I think they're just some kind of like bloodborne trait Kushina has.
Okay. So
well, hang on. You got me curious now. I need to check this out.
But like,
also, give me a second.
Yeah. So the thing is, if a clan has a specific jutsu that only like the bloodline of that clan can learn. If you're not part of that clan, you can't learn it. That's why I said almost every. And I think that would be like a really neat thing to kind of add, because when you're making your characters, now you have to kind of keep in mind of like, oh, what bloodline trait do I want to have?
Okay. So you sorry to derail, but you were correct. The chakra chains is in fact a hidden technique that was created by the Uzumaki clan.
Okay.
So you were correct on that part.
Yeah, I was thinking I was correct, because I thought we had this conversation like a long time ago, and you said it.
I mean, we probably did, but in my defense, Kushina's chakra chains are so weirdly specific in where and how they can be used that it's hard to call them a special technique.
Yeah. So I think like if it came to like making a like this type of game, I think it would be very, very like RPG
if you don't
focused.
play as a Hyuga, you don't have access to any of the 8 trigram techniques.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I like that. It encourages multiple playthroughs to get the full experience.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that games need to understand.
Yeah. Like, and
so here's my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Would this theoretical game have New Game Plus? And if so, what features would New Game Plus include?
So I like the idea of New Game Plus whenever you can carry stuff to the next game. Oop.
Yeah.
I enjoy the idea of like having it make you like even more overpowered. So like let's say like you go through like the character customization.
Yeah, no, because like I was gonna say, one thing I always enjoy from New Game Plus in the games that have it is when it carries over like skills and abilities that you acquired in your first run. So like with New Game Plus, an Uzumaki could have Uchiha powers, and etc. etc.
Yeah, so it would make it so New Game Plus would make it so your character is more able to learn like some of the more restricted jutsus. Or like when you go through New Game Plus, maybe there was a quest that like you did that locked out another jutsu.
Yeah. This way you have access. This way in your second playthrough, you can just take the choice you didn't have, and then now you have both.
Yeah. You could also make it so let's do something like this. Let's say in like the first playthrough you made a Uchiha. And as an Uchiha, one of the quests you have allows you to change your Sharingan into the Rinnegan.
Sure.
But whenever you become if you went like a Uzumaki and you did the quest to get the Rasengan, it doesn't have the ability to become a Rinnegan. Well, now in New Game Plus, you have access to that quest.
Yeah.
So it'd be something like that, or you aren't restricted by the ocular restrictions. You can now do a combination of Byakugan and Sharingans in New Game Plus. Because the idea of it would be,
personally speaking, like I see where you're going with it, and I agree. It's a really fun idea, but if you ask me, I think we actually should still keep it to where like one ocular power per character, with the exception of maybe being able to evolve the Sharingan into the Rinnegan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like my idea was more of as you play through like the New Game Plus, the character's supposed to become even more and more overpowered. So maybe it's like by like New Game Plus 3 or 4, you have like every ocular ability there is, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the thought process. It's you can choose to go for it.
Personally, I disagree. I think even in New Game Plus, we should still have only one dojutsu per character, but you make a fair argument.
Yeah.
And also, we should make it so that each character can like achieve one of the 3 sage styles. You know, Toad Sage, Snake Sage, Slug Sage.
Yeah. Maybe make some more sage styles just to.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, has there ever been like proven to be other sage styles? I mean, like, I know that there's Hashirama's Senju sage style.
No, but like not to my knowledge, I don't think there is. But that's kind of like would be the fun of it. It's now.
Okay, yeah, because like coming up with like a unique sage mode, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
It's just I definitely wanted like a sage mode thing to be involved, because you know that sage mode is a lot of people's favorite thing.
Yeah, and then like again with like New Game Plus, maybe if you learn all the sage modes, you unlock like a completely new mode at the end. Like so one
maybe.
that like the true sage is what we'll call it.
Honestly, with all of the crazy stuff we're giving the potential for the main character, we may as well just have one of the story beats be them being like a bastard descendant of the Otsutsuki clan.
Yeah.
Basically give them access to the Sage of Six Paths ability set at this point.
I mean, let's go for it. Like, what? Like, why not? It's like try and make it.
I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. I'm just saying like
we might as well.
The way we're going may as well be the mindset we take.
Yeah. Again, because at least for me, how I see it is, I see it more of a game where you could truly kind of become the greatest ninja there, like in the land.
Mm-hmm. So, how would you handle combat just on like a general scale? Like, would it be the kind of 3D fighting like we have in games like Rise of a Ninja, Broken Bond, Clash of Ninja, or would you go for the arena style combat like in the Storm games, or would you do something like different?
I'd say let's keep it like open.
I will say I feel like definitely real-time combat is the way to go for this. But there's a lot of like quote unquote real-time combat we can utilize.
I'd say let's kind of keep it like the combat to be let's say like kind of like a hack and slash type of combat.
You can compare it to another game's combat, and that'll make enough sense.
Let's go with you see, the type of combat I'm kind of thinking would be like just layout wise would be something similar to like the Warriors games almost, where it's like you might have like a big group of enemies.
That's an interesting.
Attacking you at once.
That's an interesting choice. I don't know if I would agree with a Warriors style combat, to be completely honest.
Well, so I'm not entirely sure how to fully explain it. I like Warriors was just
You're good. Take your time. Take your time.
It was the one that just kind of popped up in my head first because I'm thinking like.
You're good.
Like depending on the mission.
Something.
Like it's mission dependent. So like
Okay.
Like,
well, see, at that point, hang on. At that point, I feel like we're stepping into dangerous territory where we could start giving players controller schizophrenia.
Okay. The combat.
It is possible to have too many combat options.
Okay. Combat options would be more of what type of player do you want to be? Do you want to take a support role and have your other 2 squad members be the main attackers? Do you want to take an offensive role? Do you want to use puppets as your combat style?
Okay.
Because I think
this is sounding to me, and this is a good thing, mind you. This is a good thing. This is sounding to me like a type of 3v3 style of this is actually sounding a little bit like multiplayer in Xenoverse.
Maybe a tad.
Like, well, just in like how it would look on the onset. You know, like you've got multiple player characters on your team working through the objective, and their play styles can be radically different from each other, but when used in sync, they complement each other.
Yeah. But I'm thinking
a good example would be like
the Templars have
would be like, and I'm using Dragon Ball characters for this comparison since I said Xenoverse. Goku rushing down the opponent while, say, Tien fires Dodon rays in like sniper fire whenever he sees an
order was strong.
Yeah. Okay.
All that progress
has
been undone.
Situation.
Okay.
Abbas must answer for this.
I'm thinking. So right now,
only his command now.
Altair, you're a bit too loud.
For revenge, Altair. Speak truth.
Let's let the cutscene play.
Yeah. Then I'll say what I was thinking.
Son, Maria. He deserves to die.
Perhaps. But if you cannot win back the Order by honorable means, its foundation will crumble.
You are right. 30 years ago, I let passion overtake my reason. And it caused a rift that has never fully healed.
Speak reasonably.
So,
and reasonable men
though I haven't played Where Winds Meet in a while, I kind of like its.
Still need to get around to playing that game.
I like its combat style in terms of, like, you have 2 weapons, and you can switch between the 2, and you have like different kind of abilities with each weapon. You also have like you can have like 8 abilities that you can cycle through, where you kind of just like press like right trigger and you can go up and down on the D-pad to change what abilities.
It can be like your to-do list.
Yeah, so I'm thinking something like that, and just have like the standard Y and X be the attack buttons, or X and Y.
His wound is deep. It will help him to hear the truth.
And you can just kind of try to figure out what is the best way to kind of cycle your jutsus in.
Dismantled this place.
Yeah.
And robbed it of all joy.
We may be walking to our doom, Maria.
We may.
But yeah, because like when it comes to like your combo strings, quote unquote, I can see like some forms we can select from. There being obviously like hand to hand, which doesn't really need an explanation. It's basically taijutsu.
Yeah.
Let them speak.
Then
We
there
seek the truth about our son's death.
weapon, which
Why was Seth killed?
can
Is
be
it
like
the truth
a
you
sword,
want?
a spear, a bow staff, tonfas, nunchucks, what the hell ever.
Yeah.
We'd come up with some kind of like official
we will
list,
act on it.
but just as an example.
Yeah.
Surrender the apple,
And then
Altair, and I will tell
tool,
you why your
which
son
kind of
was
similar to weapon would have subsections.
Ah, the truth is out already. Abbas wants the apple for
And then
himself.
puppets, because I think I want to see people use the puppets in combat.
No, puppets. No. See, that's the thing. Puppets would be subclassified as tools.
Ah, okay.
It has corrupted you.
And I will make the argument that
Take it.
whoa, hang on.
What?
Sorry, I'm trying to do something on my side of things, and it's taking a lot of attention.
Your son told him you ordered
but
yourself.
another
He died.
thing that I would argue counts as a ninja tool, it would be ninja dogs.
Altair!
Because in the tuning exams, the proctor said that that's basically what Akamaru counts as for Kiba. So it's like, why not?
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
That way we can have Ninja Hound users if the player wants to go that route.
Maria.
And they could be given like an affinity for it if they decide to have their character be in the Inuzuka clan. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys attacked me first. It's all self-defense.
Yep. Will you see it that way? No, but that's not the point.
Oh yeah, no, I think like because there's a lot you could go with the ninja world. I think it really does just kind of come down to how much efforts.
Yeah, like how much versatility do we really want to commit to giving the player?
Because it could be one of the best games if done correctly.
It could also be one of the biggest shit shows if done poorly.
Yeah. And I think like this would be that
is the unfortunate duality of this entire situation.
Yeah. Because I think limitations is kind of the smarter way to go about it, but
Father,
at the same time,
you also want to give fans that game gives them everything they've always wanted.
Abbas must not get his hands on the apple. If you need more knives, take them.
Oh, thank you, son. Or grandson.
Offspring.
Where is mother?
Okay, son.
Sorry.
Yeah, second son. Oh, really? Ally lost?
Oh.
How? How? Did he go like a different direction I didn't see?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep up on my own side of things. I'm barely watching anything that isn't a cutscene.
Ahead of us. I'm sorry. What?
So the ultimate end point that we're trying to make here is game devs, hit us up.
Because it would be an interesting and fun game to try and do.
Forget reason, Darim. They've been poisoned by lies. We must leave at once. Watch out!
You will soon benefit the diet of several crows, I'm sure.
No! We cannot let them catch us.
I think my son's a little stupid.
Was it Abbas who killed my brother?
He killed your brother, Malik, and countless others.
He is a madman.
A madman with an army.
He will die. One day he will pay.
What's the bonus objective? I never did not see. Okay, no bonus objective. Good. It's just escape. I think probably the Because let's see, if we did like after after the Boruto generation, then that introduces like the ninja tools to be able to
like the scientific ones specifically.
yeah, so you can use like any jutsu you want.
Yeah. Honestly, the Boruto era could be DLC.
Yeah.
I will have
like give players time to like build their characters and establish their own little like character and role play and all that kind of fun stuff. And then when the DLC is launched, they're ready to properly assimilate the characters.
Oh,
you know?
And have it be a the DLC is actual time travel, because we know that time travel is in the Naruto universe.
Still annoys the hell out of me that that's a thing.
Yep. So.
But yeah, honestly, if we want to, it could just be that like when Sasuke and Boruto traveled through time, they just like they got it wrong. They're in the wrong era, and so you by intention or not, you slip through the portal and end up in the Boruto era and have to deal with insert shenanigan here.
Yeah, and that's the entire DLC. And when the DLC is done, you can go back and forth between the two time periods.
Yeah, and deal with side quests and character interactions that change depending on which era you're in.
Memory sequence 5 is complete. Oh. Okay, so it wanted me to actually do Sophia stuff first. Then do... Okay. That's kind of dumb.
Excellent news, Claudia. I now have a name. Manuel Paleologos, nephew of the deposed Byzantine Emperor Constantine. I have few doubts that he is the man leading the Templars.
But hey, if there's anyone at like...
My task now is to interrogate the traitorous
who made the Storm... What company made the Storm games? Konami? No.
And find the location of the Templars' army. Until then, Sophia and I will continue our search for the one key that remains hidden. With every passing moment, I know my chances grow slimmer. And yet I cannot help but linger some days to stay an extra hour with her. To hear her voice and watch her face animate with joy as she speaks of the things that move her. Her books.
Sorry, what?
Memories. I cannot help but think what a shame it will be when I find the final key.
1 second. Alright, so that was the entire memory sequence done.
Nice.
And new items in the blacksmith. Let's go take a look at that.
Yeah.
And the tailor before we call it. Let's see. But yeah, no, I'd say like if anyone from like Bandai Namco, the company that made the Naruto TV show or anime, I mean.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, and I can tell you this would be a kind of like a bigger game where I'd say probably it'd take probably about like 10 years at minimum to make.
Maybe.
Depending on how much like you'd want, but I think it would be I think it would be doable.
It would be worth it.
Yeah. Because it would
People would like you for it. People would pay for it.
Yeah.
Probably.
It would be the
I'd like to think that they would, anyways.
As long as, so the thing is, it's like to upgrade all you. The issue with like pirating a lot of times is just because the game is like just way too expensive. This way. But I like if anyone from like those companies, it's like, damn, that's actually a really good idea.
Like, bring us on board. We're happy to help work the process through.
I'd be more than willing to tell people why they're being dumb with their decision makings.
And I will find a way to word it that won't piss people off. Because while I have been very blunt throughout this entire process, I do know how to keep it professional.
Well, I do too. I just usually prefer not to.
I know. That's why you would need me as a politeness translator.
And
just in case, you know.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got weapon-wise. We got a mace. We got
swords.
Oh, I don't have enough money. Boo. Boo, I say. How about daggers?
Aren't you, like, making a consistent, like, automatic income? Just leave the game on for a few minutes.
No, I know. I should have, like, I think 61,000 in the bank right now. Oh, wait, no. I just went to the bank.
Yeah. So like I said, just leave the game on for, like, an hour, and then boom.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna do that in between episodes. Leave the game on for a while just to get, more passive income, because ooh, look at all this delicious money.
Yeah.
Even though finances, more weapons, because I do not like maces. I like swords. Swords are more fun. But yeah, with that, we're ending up this episode here. Go check out Kohga's channel. He has a lot of fun stuff like
check out Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yep, guys, go do that, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Later, nerds.
Peace.